In your own words, who is Chris Sarek today?
Oh my goodness. Well, that's a great way to kick it off, because who I am today is different from who I was yesterday. And so much of that is how we experience ourselves in the moment. But ultimately, the moment is all there is and then all that's real. And to be connected to ourselves as much as possible, to our senses, our sensations, to feel life passing through us. That's who we are. And then we have this other kind of conditioned part of us, the mind-made identity of, who we're raised to think we are, who the world wants us to be, and so forth. And that's all head, that's a mental kind of identity. And we get lost in that. And it's really never in alignment with our inner truth because it's kind of, there's no connection to the situation, the circumstances, the experience of now. And who we think up there is kind of not so important. So who we are right now is the most important thing. And all I can say is I do have a name. I was given a name.
Yeah.
And for communication purposes. But I'm feeling myself as a alive being, and I do things, right? And the things I do are secondary. They're an expression of what my inner truth calls me to do. I'm not an author, but I think of myself not an author, but I think of myself as I write books and I share and I help and I spread a certain message. And just the confidence that I have in myself is hopefully inspiring to others. So I steer away from the labels of who I am, but more of how I feel and how I participate in this amazing experience of life. When we live through the mind, we struggle so much is because we don't really see those moments. We're looking for outcomes. We're looking for big, tangible events that are just kind of jump out at us. And the change in the process that you describe of living is really a momentary process. It's moment to moment. And that's what presence is all about, is narrowing our focus down to really experiencing and feeling what is happening right now. And what's happening right now is the best indicator of how you will feel in the next moment.
So true.
And I always talk about, coming out of reactivity, getting to a place of equanimity, and connecting with your sensations to be able to hear your inner voice. That's part one. Part two, which is often missed in many of the other teachings and inspiration sources, you have to take action. Truth requires movement. In the doing, in the getting up and walking and moving, that the real nuggets of truth and inner wisdom, they surface, they come out, they come to the surface. The doing with awareness almost kind of have the same effect in that if you're not doing for outcomes, but doing for the sake of doing, meaning you're required to feel your body and experience yourself in the doing. And that requires you to be present. And in that presence, the truth kind of reveals itself of this resonates and that doesn't resonate. And this is I'm aligned with and this is I'm not so aligned with. And you just have to break it down into small enough bits, which the beautiful part of that is that then everything becomes easy. On top of all of this, right? There's these big discussions about inner truth and so forth. So you're just scaling it down to what feels easy, light, and simple. And that's how we do, and that's how we keep doing and keep going, because otherwise the mind will jump in and talk ourselves out of it before we know it.